but I'm going to try to tell you a little bit about how this even kind of started, this front wheel drive adventure. Last week we had a tragedy. We lost Robert Mapps. When I say we, I mean the racing community. Lost Robert Mapps to an accident on a motorcycle. Unfortunately, passed away from his injuries. And he was a real good motivator for me and a lot of other people, as I have, seen over the years, from his Instagram to like YouTube's, just videos you'd see randomly everywhere. Him at the track, and a lot of big YouTubers like Four Bangers, Ty Boogie, Nice Ones. They used to all do like a lot of features with him, a lot of stuff. So I think it was around 08. I started watching YouTube around 08, 09. Somewhere in there, not too far after YouTube got started. Started watching some stuff and come across videos from all the guys that did drag racing. And then I'm not sure if it was right around 09 or a little bit later. I think it was around the same time. Started seeing videos of Rob pop up, street racing, and Hollywood, and Caesar, and Carlito, Aki, and there's a bunch of other ones. I can't think of everybody's name, and a bunch of different people, that were out street racing. And I was like, man, I want to get back into racing. And at the time, I was just doing a lot of partying and really just wasting life away, really just partying and hanging out with people who didn't amount to anything. No ambition, no desire to do nothing other than just party. Well, I was watching them and started getting my motivation going again. And Rob stuck out because of his character. He was real funny, kind of a smart ass almost. Like when they come off in the videos, and I hear he was like that in real life as well. That was real life captured on video, but I personally don't know how he was personally, because I was never that close to the guy. I have friends that were lucky enough to be around him and told me that how good of a guy he was, and the motivation that he gave everybody is insane. I don't know if any of you ever watch him, any of his stuff, but go back on the old YouTube videos on Ty Boogie and Four Bangers and Nice Ones, and look up all Rob's stuff. And man, so many races and so many shit talking sessions, and because that's part of racing, street racing especially, but it's just part of racing, talking your game. And Rob just stuck out, and man, I was like, man, I want to do that. I think it was like 2013. Rob won H-Day. I was like, man, I got to get into front wheel drives, because I've always liked all wheel drive cars and was into all wheel drive cars, Eagle Talents and whatnot, which, I own some of you that know me from this channel. But like the front wheel drive thing was like insanely, just seemed like it was like popular as hell then, I think it was more popular than it is now maybe. But I think it's starting to come back. But watching those guys and street racing to the track, and like I said, watching Rob, I think it was 2013, I know it was 2013 Honda H-Day. He won that. I think it was all motor car. I think it was an all motor car then, if I remember right. And I think he won the all motor class, blue car. I think he beat Norris in the finals, Norris Prianto, which he ended up driving for. He ended up setting a record racing with Norris and them. So just a few weeks ago at the World Cup finals. I didn't get to go to World Cup, which sucks. I wish I would have got to see that in person. Wife and I both had pneumonia, and that stuff's terrible. So we got over that. And then because of the virus, we didn't have it the year before. So now it's 2 years in a row we didn't missed it. and we missed Rob's pass, which that'd have been awesome to watch. And I actually never got the chance to ever talk to Rob at a track. He was always busy. You could always see him, and I'm the type of person that don't walk up to people when they're busy. I'm just like that. You give people respect like that. And I hear that he would talk to people if you go up to him, but man, if you're working, nah. Unless I'm helping you, I'm not bothering you. You know what I mean? But I've seen him at the track many a times. And back in the day, a few street races we attended. A lot of history there too that a lot of guys, hopefully if you guys go back and watch the videos, you'll see them. And I don't know how many of you know about Rob, but man, the guy was a legend with these Hondas. The GOAT with the Honda, with the K-Series, you know what I mean? Especially the K-Series, first to go 7 seconds in the K-Series. But yeah, the videos that I watched on Four Bangers and Ty Boogie and Nice Ones of Rob and Rob's Instagram at Maps Automotive. If you guys don't follow that page, I'd just go follow it. I think he has like 15,000 posts on that thing of just some of the best quotes in the morning. He had this thing every morning. He'd say, "Good morning, cold world." Man, that's true. God, this world is cold. He was younger than me, but that guy, just the videos and the knowledge that he's shared with people, and hearing about him over the last week from people, he he was definitely a good guy, man. Neighbors' donkeys are going off. We're in a serious conversation, the neighbors' donkeys go off. You gotta sound, always something, right? But yeah, man, what a hell of a tragedy for the racing world. At least Rob's got the #1 spot, You can't ever take that from the man. First to do 7 seconds. I know he struggled trying to get it. I know I watched videos of him talking about he didn't know he was ever going to get the damn thing. The car Goldie didn't want to give him that 7-second pass. That's what they called the car, Goldie. And if you guys, know anything about Rob, you guys know all this stuff anyway. Especially you guys that follow him like I did all over the years. But yeah, watching him, man, that's what motivated me to get into this car. That's how I got into front-wheel drive racing. After 2013, I was like, I gotta buy a front-wheel drive car. And I bought a few Civics. I bought this first. I bought some Civics, and then I just kept with this. And I'm like, man, I want to do something different. Best chance scenario, we can compete with the Volkswagen guys. Now the Nissan guys, there's a couple of those coming into sport front-wheel drive now, running K-Series transmissions. I don't know if we'll go for sport front-wheel drive. I'd love to. I'd love to see what we could do with this thing. I know, like I said, Rob Maps, man, he just inspired me to build something that was like made back then, badass street car sleeper. You know what I mean? Like that red car he used to run around in. That was a street car. It was basically a sport front-wheel drive, that red hatch. And he street driven that thing. I mean, and that's, but I wanted something like a sleeper and, something different. I wanted to make my own part of history, and it's so hard to do that with the Hondas, I'd love to do it, get in with the Hondas, and I think we will. But, I wanted to do it in this, I wanted to put myself somewhere that's something that no one else has done yet. No one's ever went 9s in a Hyundai Tiburon yet, It's a lot of things no one's done yet, and like I said, watching Rob on YouTube and all the other guys, Carlito and Caesar and even Aki back in the day as well. There's some other guys, I can't remember everybody, that used to, a lot of videos back then on the streets. And those channels still put out good videos. But those guys, I don't know. I still go back and watch them old videos. And the inspiration and motivation I get from them videos just still drive me today. And, yeah, man. It's gonna be weird, for the Honda community and the racing community not to have Rob Mapps at a big event. But, yeah, I hope his wife and family, his wife and kids can, 2 boys and a daughter, can find peace. I hope God's with them. Can't be easy for them. Hell, it wasn't easy for me. And like I said, I personally never even talked to Rob, personally. But watching him over the YouTube over the years and everything, you feel like you know somebody. And, some of you that have been commenting on my channel for the last 7, 8 years, I feel like, I know you guys, a lot of you. But yeah, I mean, he really did. He really inspired me to build this thing. And yesterday we took everything to go down and have it built. We're just waiting on ARP and PAR, and hopefully we can go out there and make our part in history in this import front wheel drive racing. I just want to put my name out there, in there somewhere, a part of all this. Rob was a huge part of this, and a huge part of me even getting back to racing. I used to just party. And finally 2 years ago, in 2013, I seen him and I started doing this, but never got serious. Didn't know what I wanted to do. Nitrous, supercharger. Finally started turboing it, and 2 years ago, I'm like, man, forget this, dude. We gotta go at it. In the last 2 years, we just been putting everything at it and pushing forward. But yeah, guys, that's kind of a long story of how Robert Mapps helped me get back to what I love in racing. There's so much more I could add to that, and I'll probably talk about it in other videos throughout my videos, because he was a huge part of my reason why I'm back to doing this and putting my money in this instead of just partying, man. I probably spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in partying. People are like, oh, cars are a waste. Man, partying, that kind of lifestyle and partying your ass off like a rock star, dude, you spend so much money and you do nothing but lose time and your health. Just killing your body and you don't even know it. I'd rather be out here doing this. This is just as dangerous, but it's a hell of a lot more healthier dangerous, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. Hopefully, all this makes a little bit of sense. I'm kind of everywhere on it, but basically just my way of saying thanks, Rob Mapps. Rest in peace.